Is Japan giving up on pacifism? Japan's government is scrapping decades-old limits on arms exports. It can now sell lethal weapons to 17 countries with which it has defense agreements. Japan has also doubled its defense spending and is even discussing getting its own nuclear weapons. It's all part of Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi's shift away from the country's post-war pacifist defense policy.
Japan is back!
So why is this shift such a big deal? That goes back to Japan's brutal past. Japan had imperial ambitions. It conquered and colonized numerous territories, including in China. Then Japan joined forces with Nazi Germany in World War II. In 1941, it launched a surprise attack in the Pacific, hitting the US fleet in Pearl Harbor. More than 2,000 Americans were killed, and the assault led the US to enter the war. Fighting between Japan and the US in Asia was bloody. Then, in 1945, hundreds of thousands of Japanese were killed after the US dropped nuclear bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The first and only wartime use of nuclear weapons. Japan surrendered, and World War II was officially over. After the war, the Allied powers under US command demilitarized the country and wrote a pacifist clause into Japan's constitution. Article 9 renounces war, though it does allow self-defense.
The Japanese have come to establish a rather strong post-war identity centered around on this idea that we are not going to be involved in a war.
But Takaichi's changing that. She's warned of a potential threat from China. A Chinese attack on Taiwan, which it claims as its territory, could affect Japan. Taiwan is only just over 100 kilometers away from these Japanese islands. North Korea is also right next door and has been regularly testing nuclear-capable missiles. And then there's Russia, with its war of aggression on Ukraine. All three countries have close ties, a cause of concern for Japan.
Wants to make sure it's sending a signal to its neighbors that they should be prepared for a Japanese response if there is aggression against Japan.
If you want to know more about Japan's shift away from pacifism, check out our Mapped Out episode.